Okay? Naa pa ba yung mosulod? Okay? Madungog ya?
Miss.
Dungog ra?
Yes.
Sige. So, I think, daghan-daghan naman sad. Napabaywa kasod. Wala na? Sige. So, I think dito ni stop, no? Tama? Sa kanya nga slide. Ang will check ha. Wait lang, i-check sa nakuha kung asa to siya.
Miss, switch sa ako kadali og account kay lahi ang nakalagin dire.
Sige, sige. Credential. Okay, dito ni stop. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Ato lang to siyang i-admit later on. So, madungog ako ninyo guys. Madungog ra? Sige. So,
Yes, Miss.
okay, so dito ni stop, no? So just to recap, we already talked about the basic meaning or the meaning of anthropometrics, and we're gonna go on with ergonomics na. And for this slide, I think na-explain na nako sa inyo na we have building regulations, and that regulations is referring to the National Building Code, and and certain restrictions like the housing laws and the fire codes and all the other laws about housing and all. So naana siya giset nga standard requirements for the building. And in relation to that sa anthropometrics and ergonomics. So we are not settling our designs or wala rata ni base on what is the minimum, di ba? Because as what I have discussed, I think on our previous discussion, our previous meeting or session, ang required sa gobyerno is just the minimum. But if you're gonna have a lot of things which is going inside the area or in the space, dili na siya. Dili siya sufficient. So we wanted to give comfort for the users and the end clients, no? So basically, ang minimum standards or minimum dimensions is not sufficient. Mura na siya giset nila nga minimum, meaning muna na siya ang pinaka gamay nimo nga mahatag. But that does not mean na moora sa na imong ihatag. So for example, the standard minimum size or dimensions set by the National Building Code is 2 meters by 3 meters or 6 square meters. So for the bedroom. So dili lang, that does not mean nga mura sa na imong ihatag nga area. It is the minimum. Pasok gihapon siya if you're gonna give an 8 square meter. And the 2 meters by 3 meters set by the government or the National Building Code is ang minimum dimension or the least minimum dimension is 2 meters. So if you have a room na 6 square meters, but na kay 1.5 na dimension, dili na siya acceptable because the least minimum dimension is 2 meters by 3 meters. Bisan pa mo add up or compute mo sa area 6 square meters gyapon siya. If isa ka side ana is 1.5, that is still not acceptable. For example, you have 4 meters by 1.5 meter room. Is that acceptable? That is still 6 square meter, di ba? Well, for the area, pwede siya. But for the minimum dimensions, standard minimum dimensions, hindi siya pasok. Kaya ang 1.5 is gamay siya. Ang minimum dimension manggod nga pinakagamay nimong mahatag is 2 meters. Para mo total siya in the area, room area, or space area requirement nga 6 square meters. So muna siya. And it is important to consider the specific purpose and requirements of the end users. So muna ni siya, mubalik-balik ra gihapon ta sa thought nga purpose and the functionality of the area, and unsay identifying the activities nga mo occur sa certain area. So attempts to apply standardized dimensions may not reflect the true need of space requirements. So older people, children, people with mobility issues, wheelchair users, and so on may have specific requirements. So basically, anthropometry has a varied characteristics. No? Okay. When we talk about anthropometry, it's basically the study of human measurements. But that varies because we have different sizes, no? From the older people to the women, the men, the children, and the persons with disabilities or the PWD. So, muna siya ang importance pod. Balik na po gito sa thought na identifying kung kinsay mo gamit sa certain area. So, para ma-apply na to ang corresponding anthropometric data to suit. So, if you're gonna have a PWD toilet, so basically, ang image yung gamiton ana is the anthropometric data of the persons with disabilities. So you need to consider the wheelchair rotation, the clearance, and the reach if naglingkod sila sa wheelchair. So actually daghan pa niya siya og areas nga ma-apply. So like for the stairs, the lifts, ramps, and other features. So as what you can see on the left side, no, of the screen, we have here tactile strips. So ang kaning tactile strips is just a parang warning para sa mga blind people, no, nga mo change ni siya og elevation. So this is just an ergonomic design to suit the need of the blind people or the persons with disabilities in terms of sight. So if maka-feel sila inani sa kanang ilang kanang tukod or sa ilang feet, that means mo change og elevation. So mo saka or it's either mo saka or mo naog sila. So this is also important as well in designing or in designing buildings or structures that is convenient for the persons with disabilities. Wait lang. So naka-follow through ra tanan. Are you still with me? Marag mahinay ako ang internet.
Hinay jud me.
Sige.
Yes.
Okay. Sige, anyways, if putol-putol, there's that's not a problem. Kaya naman ko yung recordings, I'm gonna send it to you. Anyways, I'll just ay. Maayo pa dili na paging nasad. So, any questions before magwat mo proceed to sa next slide? Nagwat sad ko nga mo. Mukuan siya. Respond din. Questions? Questions?
None so far, miss.
My God, dili na siya mo Move sa slide. Okay, so going back sa atong discussion, so anthropometry may also impact space requirements for furnitures and fittings. So, for example, a bathroom must have enough space to comfortably fit a bath and sink. A bedroom must have enough space to comfortably fit an average sized bed. So, also, an office building must have enough space to fit desks, air conditioning units, communal areas, meeting rooms, so on and so forth. So, I think this is shown in the picture no, on the slide. So, basically, it is more on identifying the measurements dayon it and giving it enough area for you and for the other um, activities as well. So there are two basic areas of anthropometry, the static anthropometry and the functional anthropometry. So static is the measurement of body sizes at rest. So basically, muna siya ang katong mga height with of your um, knees to the in relevance to the floor. So if you're not doing anything or if you're at rest. So functional anthropometry is the measurement of abilities related to the completion of tasks. So this is more on kanang na nakagibuhat. So like if nagkabot ka and if you're reaching or maneuvering, walking, and so those are the functional anthropometry. Sukod gyapon na siya pero gisukod ninyo inyong kaugalingon nga nagbuhat mo og isa ka butang. Okay. So I think it's shown on the slide. So this one, okay. So let's move on to ergonomics. Sorry. So ergonomics is an applied science concerning with designing and arranging things people use so that the people and things interact most efficiently and safely. So basically, it is, in other words, this is designing basing on human comfort. So if you know already anthropometry or if you already have the anthropometric data, it is easier for us to design na in relevance to ergonomics. Kay anthropometry and ergonomics come hand in hand. So you need to understand the measurements, the dimensions, and most specifically the functional anthropometry no. Kay muna siya ang basis para maka-come up ka og design nga comfortable for the users. So, more on kung ano siya, kanang the key word here is comfort. So, you are giving comfort to the users and or your clients. So that is ergonomics. So there are pointers in ergonomics or the ideas in kung asa na to na siya i-base ang atong design. So muna siya ang mga key points in ergonomics. So first one is to work in neutral postures. So we design magbuhat ta or mag-design ta og area para maka-work ta in neutral posture. So proper posture maintenance is necessary. Working too long with C-curve can cause strain. Keeping the proper alignment of neck, hand, wrists are also necessary. So in relevance to coming up with a design, we don't want to design such area na maka-cause of strain. So for example, if na kay table, design it lang na comfortable for the user. Dili nimo siya patasan, dili nimo siya pamuban. So dapat design it in a way nga ni na keep ang proper alignment of neck, hand wrists, and the back is also rested well. So our aim here is to design a workplace na dili nga neutral lang ang postures for the workers. Dili siya kapoy ba? And dili siya sakit sa body. Second is design a workplace or an environment to reduce excessive force. So excessive pressure or force at the joints can cause injury. This is common, no, to the table height. Like for example, naamoy computer table and taas kayo computer table. So that is putting pressure, no, sa joints ninyo. So sakit siya. And dili comfortable for the users. So muna siya basically ang aim na to we design for comfort. And another key point here is to keep everything in reach. So if you have the table and if you design a cabinet or gibutangan nimo siya cabinet at the side, so make sure that everything is in reach. So makabot na siya para dili para maka-avoid of unnecessary or unneeded stretching and strain. So another one is work at proper height. This is, I think, applicable to the cabinets, overhead cabinets, and the mounting height of what do you call this? The mounting height of the walk-in closets as well. So dapat i-base po niya siya kung unsay reach. Usually, no, ang gibasean sa mga designs is American height, but dili man ta Amerikano. So it is important to know the standard reach for the users. Like if you're gonna have it sa inyong balay lang, so basically ang mounting height ana is pang Pinoy lang yun. Okay? So another one is to reduce excessive motions. So this is more on the circulation na. So design an area nga at least usa lang ka buok flow niya. So from here, from a certain area, like for the cooking area, for the preparation area, isa lang siya, inline lang siya, dili kay mo balik-balik. So like for the preparation area, the cooking area, and the washing area, isa lang siya, ba dili siya ingon lagyo, and dili siya ingon nga mag ambak-ambak inyong motions. So, I'll send an invite later on if makat na siya because this is just for 40 minutes. So, anyways, let's go on with the discussion na lang. So, minimize fatigue and static load. So, yeah, it's also an aim, di ba? Maka-minimize ta og kakapoy. So, it's more on the orientation and circulation as well. So, another one is minimize pressure points. So, like for example, sa mga lingkuranan, pwede ka mo maka-design it nga naa siya cushion sa inyong lingkuranan. And basta the aim here is to provide comfort lang dyan. Another one is to provide enough clearance. So, create a circulation nga dili unobstructed. Kanang walay dili ka mabangga or walay na protrude para ang flow is smooth lang siya. So allow also enough area to move, exercise, and stretch. I think this is understandable. And lastly, this is just a general pointer. So it's important for us to design so as to maintain a comfortable environment. So basically, this is just an example of an ergonomic workstation. So as what you can see, the monitor is centered directly in front of the eyes. So 20 to 30 degrees from the eyesight or the eye level. That's the comfortable sight line. And this one here, the chair offers lower back support. So what you can see, the ear, shoulder, elbow, and hip is in one line, thus not creating a C curve. No, okay. If you have a C curve, that will give pressure to your back and to your hips as well. So, okay. So actually, the main goal of ergonomics is to give safety, comfort, and ensures productivity and efficiency. So if you're safe and comfortable in your environment, then basically you're gonna be productive and you're gonna be efficient in your work. So, muna siyang gi-promote in companies. So, and that's why companies are practicing or applying ergonomics in their workplace because they wanted to have a higher productivity and work efficiency. So, okay, this will be ano na lang short. So our first activity will be anthropometric data. I think I think I already gave this to you, no, sa PDF file. So what you're gonna do is to collect your own measurement based on the following anthropometric data. So inyong sukdon ninyong kani measurements, I think this is sabotable, understandable naman, no? Kinaan naman siya yung mga illustrations dari on how to measure or how to get the data. So, you're gonna do this on a long size or any size, any paper, but long size lang siya, long size paper. So I'm gonna send the format, and I'm gonna send the details of the dimensions as well. So basically what you're gonna do is to measure your stature, your eye height, all this one which is shown here. And if you already have the data, you'll just input the data sa kaninga, you're gonna have another column one for this. So anyways, I'm gonna send lang the format, and all you have to do is to input the data that you have. So you're gonna do the template manually, and as well as the the items here as well. So any questions? I think we all have 4 minutes for the questions. Okay. Any questions? 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 Wala na ba? Or wala lang padungog? Questions, guys?
Wala naman, miss.
Klaro ra ang inyong activity or ang inyong plate number 1?
Masabot ra, miss.
Sige. So akong i-send ang template ha. Or if you have questions, you can just raise it sa group chat nato. Kay murag dili ta magkasinabot po dali kay hinay akong data,
Okay, miss.
and hinay pod hinay ang internet, diri sa school. So sige, if you have questions, kindly chat it na lang on the the group chat. Actually, I'm just gonna give you enough time for this one to work on. So we're gonna resume our discussion after after mahumanin ninyo. So I'm just gonna give you 2 sessions for this, and I'm not gonna set a specific deadline, but I'll send you, or I'll just basta email it to me na lang if you're done with this activity. So we're gonna have a new topic next week. So basically more on the technicalities na. So if you don't have any questions, you can, or if naa, you can just raise it on our group chat. Okay? Okay?
Sige, miss. Okay, miss.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
miss.
miss. Okay ra, miss.
Okay, sige.
Miss.
I think that's it for now. And if you have kuan pod and any other concerns, just message sa group chat. Okay? Okay. I think that's all.
Okay, miss.
I'm gonna upload the recording file. Kindly check na lang for those, or kindly relay it to others na lang na i-check nila sa YouTube. So,
Today, today ka mag-upload ani, miss?
yes, today. After this, I'm just gonna convert it, then I'll upload na. So, I'll send you na lang the link. Okay? So, I think that's it for now. And
Thank you, miss.
thanks everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Have a good day.
Thanks ako.